Imagine you have two brilliant race car drivers building the ultimate supercar of the future. One says, take the brakes off, no rules, let's go maximum speed right now. The other says, well, let's go fast, but let's test it with the public first so we don't crash. So, which approach is better? Welcome to the Learn Tech Today English YouTube channel. Today, we are going to deeply understand the crucial difference between two highly optimistic AI groups, the Zoomers and the Bloomers. If you've ever wondered who is actually pushing AI technology forward and how their mindsets differ, well, everything is about to become crystal clear. Here's our quick structural roadmap for today. We're going to cover the history of tech panic, map out the four AI factions, dive deep into the Bloomer mindset, look at regulation versus innovation, and wrap it all up with some key exam notes and a summary.
All right, Section 1, the history of tech panic, humanity's track record.
Before we jump into the modern AI debate, we really need to disarm our natural anxieties by looking backward. I want you to ask yourself right now, is the fear surrounding artificial intelligence completely unprecedented, or is it just a new version of an old story? Because every time a highly capable new technology emerges, we tend to hear doomsday warnings about societal collapse. But is it actually different this time?
As it turns out, this panic follows a very familiar pattern. Every major innovation initially sparked visions of doom before ultimately enhancing human agency. Back in the 15th century, critics insisted the printing press would spread heresy and destroy society. In the early 1900s, people literally claimed cars were ruining marriages. And by the 1960s, labor experts were absolutely convinced that mainframe computers would create a permanent class of unemployed workers. Yet here we are today, in an incredible age of self-determination, with lower unemployment than in 1961. It's actually fascinating to realize that even Socrates panicked over books. It just proves that even historical geniuses can completely misjudge the democratization of information. He thought writing things down would ruin our ability to have dynamic dialogue. Of course, written works ended up massively increasing the power and agency of people all across the globe.
Okay, moving on to Section 2, the four AI factions, mapping the debate.
In our previous explainers, we talked heavily about doomers and gloomers, the folks who live in fear of AI and demand strict top-down control. But today, we're focusing on the complete opposite side of the spectrum. Zoomers and bloomers are highly optimistic. They both believe AI is going to create massive productivity gains, spark amazing innovations, and just generally accelerate human progress. But, and this is a massive but, they have a fundamental disagreement on exactly how to build this future.
Let's break this down step by step. Step 1, the Zoomer mindset. Think of a Zoomer like a rocket scientist who wants a completely clear, unregulated runway for a sudden launch. They want maximum speed, which means they deeply hate precautionary regulation. No government rules, no government support. They just want total developer autonomy to build as fast as humanly possible. Step 2, the Bloomer mindset. Think of a bloomer more like an expert farmer wanting to plant a seed in a public garden to watch it grow with everyone's help. So, while both are huge optimists, Zoomers want that sudden, unregulated launch, and Bloomers want to responsibly grow a public garden together.
Let's look closer at that in Section 3, the Bloomer mindset, growing the future.
You see, bloomers understand a crucial catch. AI is simply too transformative to be built secretly by a small, isolated group of tech experts. Instead, they champion something called iterative deployment. This is literally the secret sauce of the bloomer philosophy. It means releasing AI tools to the public step by step. By letting everyday people test them, use them, and sometimes even break them, developers get massive real-world feedback that makes the tools fundamentally safer and stronger.
Gloomers tend to treat AI like an extractive industry, where giant tech companies just mine your data and make you dependent. But bloomers treat AI like digital agriculture. It's about planting a seed, seeing what works, and adapting based on real-world conditions. You fix the bugs as they come up, your knowledge increases, and eventually your crop yield grows beautifully.
This incredible bloomer perspective is captured perfectly in Reid Hoffman's concept of superagency. It's about navigating AI with the techno-humanist compass to amplify individual empowerment. Basically, when AI is put directly into your hands to use however you see fit, you gain superagency. You get the power to deliberately and creatively plot your own amazing destiny.
Which brings us to Section 4, regulation versus innovation, finding the balance. So, Step 3 in our concept breakdown is how they view regulation. Zoomers fiercely oppose almost all government regulation because it slows things down. Bloomers aren't unconditionally opposed, but they believe the best way to make AI safe is through mass public engagement and balanced regulation. Both groups lean into permissionless innovation. Think back to early automobiles. Innovators didn't wait around for slow government decrees to invent the electric starter to replace dangerous hand cranks. They just built it, openly and iteratively, because it was better and safer.
Gloomers demand the precautionary principle, which basically treats new tech as guilty until proven innocent, grinding progress to a halt. But the internet era proves that we can innovate our way to safety much faster than we can regulate our way to safety. If you wait for a system to be 100% flawless before releasing it, you'll never launch. But if you get it out there iteratively, the users themselves help spot the edge cases, making the tool safer with every single update.
All right, let's wrap this up in Section 5, Summary, what you need to know.
Let's visualize this with some real-life examples, Dostin. A Zoomer approach would be a Silicon Valley startup founder releasing a massively powerful AI system overnight, with absolutely no government restrictions, just hoping the sheer power of the innovation solves any problems that pop up. The Bloomer approach, however, is releasing a chatbot early on, letting millions of diverse users test it, finding out where it hallucinates or makes mistakes, and using that massive real-world feedback to deploy a much safer version over time.
If you are preparing for an exam, you'll want to jot these specific differences down right now. Zoomers are highly optimistic, demand zero government regulation, and focus on maximum speed, rapid innovation, and total autonomy for developers. Bloomers are also highly optimistic, but they favor mass public engagement and iterative deployment. They treat AI development like growing a garden and believe in balanced, smart regulation.
Smart memory trick time. Samajaya? Just remember, Z equals Zoomers equals zero limits. They want to zoom ahead with fast speed and total developer freedom. And B equals Bloomers equals broad participation. They are optimistic, but they want to learn safely through mass public feedback. Both see a bright future, they just take totally different paths to get there.
Remember, my dear students, the best future is one that you help create. Whether you want to zoom ahead or carefully bloom your ideas, understanding these mindsets makes you a smarter, sharper leader. Upgrade your skills, stay positive, and become absolutely unstoppable. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Learn Tech Today English. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you get our latest educational video notifications first. See you in the next learning video.